Have you been looking for work-life balance? Women have been searching for work-life balance for decades, and many say they never find it. So today, make sure you stay for the whole session with me, because I am going to share some specific, tangible, and implementable strategies that can really change your life, that can help you feel peace and ease and back in control of your life again. So I want to welcome people who are joining in with us. I always love to see people joining in. And the first person I see joining in is Eileen. So hello, Eileen. Hello to you and your family. And hello to everybody joining in. Again, I am going to talk about secrets of work-life balance that are going to be so valuable and helpful, and as my clients say, life-changing. So I'm really looking forward to doing that with all of you tonight. I want to thank those of you who came last week for your congratulations and wishes to me. Last week I shared that my daughter is pregnant, and I am going to become a grandmother within the next 3 to 4 weeks. And I am very excited about that. We are really over the moon excited in our family. And so I wanted to share that with you, and I thank you all for your great wishes. And I will keep you all informed when the baby comes. I will let you all know, and I will share all our family joy, because I feel that we in our community are a family too. And so I love sharing everything with you and telling you about things that I'm going through while I hear what you're doing, and I help you. And one of the things that I've been helping my daughter with is work-life balance, because her life is about to get much, much busier as she becomes a mom. So again, let's talk about work-life balance. And when we talk about that, people usually think, well, work-life balance. Work is on one side and home is on the other. And you're balancing work and home. But when you do that, it causes guilt, it causes lots of stress, it causes lots of problems. And I'll tell you why. Because when you think about them like that, when you're balancing the work itself and your home activities, then you're really pitting one against the other. And you tend to think, well, what can I do less at work so that I have more time at home? Or what could I do less at home so I have more time at work? And if you can understand, that really builds guilt instead of success. So I'm going to talk a lot today about what work-life balance is, how you can get it. But the first thing I want to point out is not thinking of it that way, because then you're setting yourself up for a format for guilt and stress. What we really want in work-life balance is to feel good about both our accomplishments at work and our accomplishments at home. We want to feel successful about both of them so that we can feel balanced and happy. And so what we really want is to reach goals at work, and we want to reach goals at home. We want a win-win situation for both. We don't want one against the other. We don't want to think about pitting one against the other. We want it to be a win-win situation. That's one of the first things I tell my clients, and they always say, wow, that makes sense. I've always thought about one against the other. So that's the first strategy that I want to share with you in work-life balance. It's not balancing what you do at work or what you do at home. Getting to feel balanced is knowing how to set goals and reach success in both so that you can feel successful. We are going to talk more about how to do that as we go along. But I want to make sure that that comes across, because it's such a common strategy that people intuitively think of work and life as a trade-off, which it isn't. It's really building both up. So what a lot of people think, work-life balance is based on time, and that people think the reason that they're uncomfortable, that they feel unbalanced, is they're putting too much time at work and they don't have enough time at home, or they have too many responsibilities at home and they don't have time to take care of work. And time isn't the quality or the characteristic, because I'll tell you this. What if you cut your work time down a few hours a week, and you cut your work time down? Would you then feel totally peaceful and totally at ease? No, you probably would still feel unbalanced. So it's not a matter of time. I am going to talk to you about what it is, but first, in order to get there, I want to share with you and have you think, what does it feel like when you don't have work-life balance, when you don't feel balanced? I want you to think about that to yourself. What does it feel like not to feel balanced, to not have work-life balance? Well, the first thing most people say is, it feels stressful, right? You feel heavy. You feel like you have a heavy burden on you. Most people will say they feel overscheduled. They feel like they have too much to do. They have a list of things to do for home. They have a list of things to do for work. Again, work-life balance is a heavy load. And I want you to learn to handle that heavy load without the burden of stress, with confidence and feeling in control, so that you can get there without feeling unbalanced. Again, work-life balance when it's unbalanced. So we said it feels stressful. It feels like you have too much to do. You feel overscheduled. Maria Shriver describes when work-life balance is out of balance, it feels like a lot. And I like that phrase. Some of my clients describe it when they're unbalanced as feeling out of control in their life. And you can't stay up with all the things. You're always trying to play catch up instead of keeping up to date. You're just trying to get through your days and survive, and you don't really feel like you're succeeding or you know how to succeed. And it often feels, a lot of clients often tell me that it's hard to focus when you're unbalanced. You're sitting at work thinking about the things you need to do after work or things you need to do at home. And when you're home, you're thinking about things you need to get done at work or things that you didn't get done at work today. And so one time is impinging on the other. So that's what it feels like when work and life is not balanced. It feels like a heavy load, a heavy burden. And again, simply cutting time down, even if you cut time a lot at work, it wouldn't relieve all of these burdens that cause the feeling of being imbalanced. And so, what are types of things that can help when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling that you can't focus, when you're feeling pulled thin, when you're feeling over-calendared? And again, the reason time doesn't work is because even if you cut to a day of work, you might sit at that day of work and be thinking, oh, I'm working today. I hope my daughter took her homework to school with her. Or I forgot to pick up something I need to make for dinner. So if you're sitting, even if you only work a day, if you cut to a day, if you're not focused, you're not really achieving work-life balance. It's not time. That is not the quality. What I like women to do is think about what it is and what would help you feel at ease. What would it be like to feel peaceful and at ease and in control again? And so it's not about time. It's about learning to manage the stress It's about learning to handle the calendar. It's about learning to focus so that you're not running back and forth. And while you may feel like you have 300 things on your to-do list, you're not dealing with all of them at once. It's dealing with understanding that me time is important, and you may need some time management strategies to help you allot time for yourself so that you're not feeling guilty about any of this. And most importantly, it's about setting goals so that you can stay on track and that you don't feel out of control. It's setting goals and reaching for your goals so that you feel in control and you feel like you're in a win-win situation, not like you're in a pulling situation. So those are some ideas that can be really, really helpful to get work-life balance. Again, getting out of that cycle of feeling guilty, of feeling, well, I shouldn't be working because then I can't do this at home. Or, if I spend time, if I go to my child's school, I can't do this at work. It's not a matter of time, it's a matter of goals and priorities and plans and feeling that you're in control of your life and you're not playing day by day and making just daily decisions, but you have short-term and long-term plans that help you move along. It's like having a GPS in a car, and you're here and you feel confident you're going to get there. So that even if you're working and you spend a lot of energy and effort at home, you know that you have plans in place that are going to bring you to work success. If you're thinking of getting a promotion at work and want to build to that, you know that you have plans set, that you have steps set, so that when you're at home, you can focus comfortably on what you're doing at home with your children or your family, or organizing your home, whatever it is you're doing, so that you don't have to bring that you don't have to bring work home, and you don't have to bring home to work. Now, I know that's not always easy. Sometimes I speak to people who call me and say, I know you say I shouldn't be bringing my work mind home and my home mind to work. And not everybody can do that automatically. So I've laid out some steps handling stress management, goal setting and goal reaching, time management. Helping your kids through milestones is important to feel balanced as well. If your child doesn't sleep well, that impinges on you, and so you want to help your child maybe sleep through the night, or maybe sleep in their own bed, or maybe your child is having some teething or toilet training, or maybe you have an older child who's rebellious and you're trying to get some strategies to help. And as you know, when you come into our group, we have all these types of strategies regularly. But if you have particular issues, I am happy to help you deal with the particular milestones of your children, which will again, in turn, help you get balance in your life. And work-life balance really is an individualized plan for each mother, because we each have different things on our plate. We each have different things that are our triggers for stress, that cause us to be out of balance. But again, and sometimes also it's building a better relationship with a spouse or a partner. Sometimes that causes some stress as well. So it's really an individualized plan, and I encourage you to think about what might your plan be? What could you do to improve your feeling balanced? Not in terms of time, but in terms of these strategies that can help you build empowerment in your life. For some people, just thinking about each of it is learning to focus better, learning stress management, helping your children with their progression, with their growth and progress and milestones, uh, enhancing relationships with a spouse or a partner. All these types of strategies, you may just make a list and may feel you can do them. If you would like support, I do have an empowerment program for work-life balance. If you'd like to talk to me further about how you might get support with me, I'm happy to speak to you. I do have my calendar link in our group, and it's possible we may speak, and I may be able to just give you some easy suggestions on our phone call, or if you're interested, I can give you more details about the program and how it would work specifically for your issues. Again, I work with women separately, and we work on what it is that you need. I feel like these one-size-fits-all plans have a lot of useless strategies or useless time for women and don't really give them what they need. What I want to do is get to the root cause. What is causing you to feel imbalance in your life? And that is something that I can help you figure out on a phone call for sure. Whether or not you want to work with me is not important at this point. On our phone call, I want to figure out what are the root causes that are contributing to feeling imbalanced. What can you do to build up, to become empowered, to feel confident, to feel in control, to feel that you are running your life confidently, that you have goals, that you're in a win-win situation, and that you're no longer pitting one against the other, but you're building both, feeling confident in both, and getting results in both and at home. So I hope that is helpful for you. I love meeting with our group weekly at this time. I congratulate all of you for showing up because you are going to get results. You are the women who are committed. You are the ones who come in every week during the week and learn strategies and recommendations that I put in there. And so again, I congratulate you. Make sure you come every week to our group daily, and you'll see our recommendations. Every week at this time, I have a special training. Today it's about work-life balance. Sometimes I talk about supporting your children, how to help them with stress. A few weeks ago, I talked about how to help your children become enthusiastic readers. A few weeks ago, I think I spoke about health and mother's health and how to watch and support and elevate your health. So each week I talk about a different topic that's important. We are a full scope home in this about supporting busy women, busy moms, as I know you all are. Today's topic was a really important one, so I encourage you to think about it, and I encourage you to move forward in it. I really want you to get results in this. I know some people come and listen to trainings and they say that's really interesting, and then they go about their regular life and lose it and don't get the benefits. I really encourage you to follow up. I want you to get results. I want you to learn to build the steps for work-life balance, for that win-win situation, so that you feel that you are confident, successful, and feeling peaceful and at ease. Imagine how great that will be to no longer feel that you're being pulled thin, that you don't have balance in your life, you have stress, that you have daily stress, but instead that you wake up in the morning, you feel peaceful, you go about your day, you feel in charge, you know you're going where you're going, you know you have your goals, and you know where you're at and where you're going to reach. So I wish you peace and confidence and success and balance. I look forward to seeing you in the group during the week. Next week at our regular time, I encourage you to schedule an appointment, a phone appointment with me. I do have limited appointments, so try to get in there so that you can speak with me. We'll talk about what you can do. And again, I congratulate you on showing up and supporting yourself and your needs. Again, I love our community. Thank you for being here. Let's talk again soon.